Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Baylor Tigers.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Run.
In motion left goes Allen.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. 12, 12. Golden troops right. Hey, go Lion.
Herbert to throw right away. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Chargers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Go orange. Hey, Ray. Let's go. Go.
Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you've got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
21. Baylor tight. Hey, Kaplan.
Play action. It's Herbert. Being chased out left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Herbert off of play action. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. coverage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
3rd and 12.
Option play, here's Pollard. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. An ideal start defense. Touchdown, now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
4th down, Prescott. And he is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 37 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
season's injuries finally caught up to Allen again in 2022, but he still managed over 700 yards in 10 games and is in a great spot to become just the second Charger to reach 10,000 career receiving yards. He makes a really nice play there for a first down.
Ram.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Baylor Tigers. 12. Home trips right. Hey, easy. Go orange. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. 23 yards on the play. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
59. Hey, Ray. Set.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Go. Hey, go Lion.
Herbert throwing again. This is caught by Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
59. Ready.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown. Darius Davis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Pollard gets it off the option.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Stay tight. Hey, Kappa. Go.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Crowd right. Go, let's go.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ray.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, Ram. 5-9. Baylor Tiger. Set.
To the air again, Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ray.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked out, went in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in court.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Play action now, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Hey, ram. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Hey, kill! 27.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey, go Lion.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Down the left sideline. And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Hey, Kappa. What is up?
Play action. It's Herbert. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Prescott off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On third down, it's Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
At the 49-yard line.
Set. Crowd right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Set.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Caught by Allen. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 4. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He gets this out to Spiller. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this pressure applied and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for L.A., they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ball.